look at some of this body cam footage really quick. So anyway, this is the search warrant. This was served on 1/24/24, and this is when Karen's phones were seized. This is not an arrest. I think people got that very confused, but this is back in 1/24/24, and you can see the warrant here signed by one and only, approved by the one and only John Fanning, and it was a search warrant for phones. And we'll just play, and I want you guys to see, if you haven't seen this yet, of how thuggery that goes on here. 4 Mass State police officers converge on Karen Reed's phone like it's the last stand at Fiji. And like, they're like, oh, we're going to have to get in through the windows if she doesn't come to the door. This is insane. This could have been done again when you saw the upcharge and they converged on her house that day. That could have been easily handled through David Yannetti. Don't worry, I can bring my client in. We'll bring her down to Milton. We'll process her. Is there any way that she possibly could get out? Give us the stipulation here. Give us the background. And then they do this shit where she easily could have went down to MSP headquarters and turned her phones in. It's insane and it's ridiculous. And they try this surprise tactic again. Do you understand, people, why Karen Reed, and I'm just saying here, why Karen Reed would have this trauma? Look what they've done to her multiple fucking times, converging on her property, coming after her and causing all this angst. I'm going to play a little bit here.
Oh, someone's coming to the door.
Thank you, Renee, for being a new member. I appreciate you.
Want to knock on that door?
Look at this.
This state police, we have a search warrant. She just walked that way. I saw her in the window going this way.
Now, let me pause. Like, why wasn't this going on at Brian Albert's house? Why didn't they do this at Brian Albert's house?
That's what Ruby D just said in the chat. Yes.
Oh, she said that?
She did. She said exactly that. There it is.
Oh, yes,
there it is, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what?
It's a good question.
Look at they're like literally trying every door. Anything to go to the windows. I wouldn't want to come out. Would you want to come out?
State police search warrant.
What are they going to do? Kick the door in next? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And why are you saying search warrant for what? Search warrant.
Let's have them check the back doors.
I'd be interested to see that search warrant. Maybe it's been out there. Yeah.
I have it. I have the search
and while
warrant.
it's playing, right, I will say this. I'm interested in seeing that search warrant because a search warrant for cell phones does not, in my opinion, warrant, pardon the pun, them walking all over her property.
That was great, Nan.
I'll pull it up again, Dan. You can take a look at it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Intentional or not, I'm here for it.
So many documents, but I see this in my practice where agencies will have warrants for certain things. They'll want something out of a doctor's office that could be evidence of a crime and or in furtherance of a pending investigation. And I will tell you, that's fine. You can get the thing or things you're looking for, but that is not carte blanche for you to search everything. And I'm watching these thugs walk all over her property like, like you said, they're storming Fiji or whatever analogy you use. Right. But honestly, it's unbelievable. If there were so many things to make a big deal of from a defense standpoint in this case, but they're just trampling around looking for cell phones, then why are they going around the back of the house and so forth? Thank you for
I
making
remember talking with her about this the first time I sat down and talked with her, and she said that, she's at home, and then all of a sudden, again, they pop. She says, I look down through my window, and here comes Tully storming from, towards my house. And I'm like, what the fuck? And immediately she called her father. That's the first thing she's always done in these situations. Immediately called Bill and said, they're here again. What do I do? And then that's when Bill said, I'm going to conference everybody in. So they get Alan Jackson, then obviously Liza and her attorney, her team of attorneys get on. And then they have that little negotiation where you're here and she's like, I'm not coming out. Like, I'm waiting for my father to get here. And that's the way we're going to do this. Nan, I pulled the search warrant up.
Yeah.
I can kind of scroll through and just tell me when
I'm
you
looking,
want.
and by the way, thank you for making it bigger at the top there, right? A description.
Homicide. Like, this is what you're seeing here.
Right.
Homicide.
But at
Homicide.
the top of it, it says execution of search warrants regarding Karen Reed mobile devices. Like, it's no big deal. I don't want to like circle the wagons, but I would be all over this. I would have been at the time, like, get the F off my property, or, come to my door, exercise due diligence, try to get me to the door, but then step the F off, because you're not going to sit here and go around the back, etc. I mean, they weren't arresting her. They weren't there with a reasonable suspicion of probable cause that she would destroy evidence. So I find their efforts to have been extremely heavy-handed in executing the search warrant. Thank you for showing me that and for respecting my visual impairment. It's bad.
Yeah, and I love this cruiser cam footage. No, but guess what we got? Body cam footage. Yes.
Yeah.
We got it. All right, let's play a little bit more here, and then we'll get to the most interesting part. Excuse me. I want to hear what they say here when they go to the back. I love when I received this and I talked to Joshua Riley, he's the legal counsel for MSP. He goes, "Oh, it's just a bunch of them standing around in the snow." Well, I want to see what happened. The world needs to see what happened. We want to pick this apart, and we want truth and transparency. So,
she was inside,
not just a bunch of guys standing around the snow. It's very important.
I'd walked. It looks like that way. Can you check the door? Just announce that we have a search warrant. Is the door locked?
Excuse me.
Brian, do you want to call the number? Otherwise, we're going to have to make forced entry.
What?
Give me a break.
Karen, it's
Get the battering ram. Get the battering ram.
The door.
Get the battling ram. You hear these fucking clowns? Get the battling.
Please just open the door.
You got to be kidding me.
Get your hand off my
TJ,
windowsill.
You've got to be kidding me. Get the battering. Like, they're
That
going
was
to ram
me.
her
That was
fucking
me.
door.
That was me.
Oh, is that what you said?
That was me. Yeah. I
trick
was
me
like,
like
wait a minute.
that.
They need to get some C4 and they need to breach that front door. All right,
Yeah,
everybody, let's
Get the dynamite.
Like, where's Tom Cruise when you need him? Like, blowing
right.
the door off, like in Mission Impossible.
Did
Like, you
rappel
want to
down
talk
from the
about
roof.
just hitting this with an anvil. Like,
Yeah.
this was complete overreach, in my
Get the
opinion.
dynamite. We're going to blow the
Totally.
door.
Yeah.
We don't want to make forced entry.
Oh, my God. Give me a break.
I don't even see grounds for forced entry, by the way.
A phone. Give me a break.
Look at that asshole.
That's Tully.
Yeah.
Tom has got your address too, my ball brother.
By the way, I would ask them that at trial. I would
I
ask
know.
them, why did you feel, I would show them this and I would say, why did you feel forced entry was needed? And isn't there an entire conversation that's been going on in the community about the fact that these phones were really more associated with another case, that these phones were being sought after because of another pending case? You know, this was complete overreach. And it's something that will help build a bigger picture in her civil rights action. Like, this was targeted prosecutorial and law enforcement misconduct here that was targeted against her under color of state law. That's the way to make this case.
Good point. Let's hear Bill Reed here. So Bill finally arrives.
I'm Karen's father. I just want to tell you that you're on an open line. That was Attorney Yannetti, Jackson, and Little.
Okay.
Okay.
Just want you to be.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, our body camera's on as well. So you
Okay.
know, and attorney's on the line there, so my body camera's on, recording.
Great.
I'm going to open the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
is anyone home,
You're
sir?
like,
I believe my daughter's home. I check
Okay.
on it daily.
So I mean, yeah, we saw her through the window.
Yeah.
We know that she's in there, but she obviously didn't open the door. So our number one,
She's in trauma.
I understand. So, well,
She's fearful.
I understand. Our number one concern is safety.
all right.
So I don't want her
Yeah.
to lash out against us.
No, she.
Our number one concern is safety. Bill goes, come on, like, give me a fucking break. You know, did you hear him? He's like, what? Like, come on.
I mean,
let's go
look,
back and listen to that. real quick.
everybody would be really lucky to have a dad like Bill Reed. You know, that's all. That's
Go
all.
ahead, Mia.
I don't want to get emotional, but goddamn.
So
Yeah.
they're afraid of this lashing out when they have the badges and guns and this 100-pound woman in the house.
Right.
They're the ones that are afraid.
Yeah.
To be
Cut me
clear,
a-
that's
cut
what
me
they're
some break.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our most important thing is safety here. And Bill goes, come on. Like, come on. Like, seriously? All right, here we go.
Daughter's home. I check
Okay.
on it daily.
So I mean, yeah, we saw her through the window.
Yeah.
We know that she's in there, but she obviously didn't open the door. So our number one,
She's in trauma.
I understand. So, well,
She's fearful.
I understand. Our number one concern is safety. So I don't want her to lash out against us.
No, she will. No, she
Okay.
will not.
All right.
Okay. Then do you want to come in with us?
I do.
And call her out so she
Well,
can
I'm
come
gonna
down?
Open this door and come through the garage door.
Okay, no,
Upstairs.
I know, I understand that, but normally we would clear this. If you're confident that we can go in with you,
There'll be
and
no
she'll come down.
incidents.
Okay.
My daughter is not.
I got that.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why we waited for you, sir.
Yes. And you give me a copy of that search warrant?
I will.
Can I ask you all to just turn away while I put the code into the store?
Sure.
That's
You could
great.
just, we'll face off this way while he puts the code in.
An audible one?
You want me to meet you at the front door? Or you want to come in?
No, we can go in this way with you.
My partner here says it's an audible one.
Well, she has to click. I couldn't get that. Okay. That was off. So we'll go through the front. I thought I should.
Do you have a key in the front? The storm door is locked.
I do want the motion inspector just went off to the call. Second floor.
Okay.
Alan, all right. Alan, I'm gonna knock on the front door. Hopefully my door will be in. The garage door was locked. The garage door.
You can hang there. Careful on the stairs.
Look at those hands.
God. Where's the flood? Sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't.
I mean,
The first thing I was like, whoa, he left his pants in the dryer too long.
yes, he did.
Oh, all right. Let's That's funny. Yeah. Well, yeah. let's just speed up a little bit here. Here we go. Let's get here.
For the house. Want to look in the back. So there's certain things that we're looking for in the warrant. So if I don't want to go through your home, so if you want to just give them to us, that'd be easier. Otherwise, we search the whole house. Okay. So we're looking.
If you could give me an idea, this is Alan. If you can give me an idea of what it is that you're looking for, maybe I can assist. We can avoid the ransacking.
Yep. Cell phones.
Okay. Easy enough. What else?
That's it.
Okay. Karen, you're not to say anything, but if you have any cell phones in the house, please direct Lieutenant Tully to the cell phone, your cell phone, and that's it.
You can stay with us if you want, sir.
Good. I'm gonna stay here. But
Yes.
yes. Okay. Is there the other one, John?
I have this one. I thought, was there a device here? Is this a cell phone? No.
And I want everybody to remember, as you're watching and we're looking through this beautiful home, these are the motherfuckers that took this away from her. They stripped her life of everything. These are the people that are responsible for this.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that. So you remember that
That's the
every
context.
time we do a fundraiser for Karen to continue to fight in her civil battle, to fight back against these motherfuckers, this is what they took. They stole everything from her. It liquidated, gone. She needed to sell this beautiful home to fight back against the corruption here in Massachusetts and Norfolk County. They did this.
And it could be your home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Adam put something in the chat that I think is a salient point. Everybody that you're seeing on the panel right now loves and respects the police. They have an incredibly difficult job to do that can be deadly. The problem is that, and this is actually detailed in a Netflix special about this, about the beginnings of policing in the United States, how it started, how it developed, and the amount of power that they have when they're corrupt, like these schmucks that you're looking at over to my my left over here. It can be extremely invasive, dangerous, deadly by the side of the road. And you can end up in a situation like Karen's in. And this situation is not unique. It's very unique. It touches our hearts as people who love and care about Massachusetts. But the amount of power they have is extraordinary. And I can show you guys a video from the other night of a sheriff's detective and what happened to him when he was pulled over by town police and how they try to ruin his life, even though he was resigning to start his own business. And he had 9 years in policing. Very successful years, I might add.
Crazy.
So just context is what Brian's talking about. So I'm sorry sorry about that, Brian.
Yeah, no, it's facts. All right, let's play here.
Now you're not gonna talk, and I understand that. That one on?
No.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, I think we're all set. Are you good?
Okay, thank you.
Unless you want to try the device.
All right. Hold on one second.
Okay. Now here comes the very controversial moment in this video. What people think that they might have heard, what people hear, what they think that Tully might have said. I've come to my conclusion. I've done a video on it. Some people are probably going to disagree with me. But let's play this. I'd love to hear your take on it. And I have a cleaner clip. If you all want to hear it, I can pull that up and play it. But let's play out here and see what people think Tully said. And I'm sure the chat is going to put their opinions. I just refrain to not type the C word in the chat. If you guys can, we can say C, you know, we can spell out see you next
No,
Tuesday.
it's reset.
Oh. Okay. All right, Mr. Jackson, we're all set. Yeah, I'm going to leave copies of search warrants.
Let me go back.
Connect.
No, it's reset.
Oh. Okay. All right, Mr. Jackson, we're all set. Yeah, I'm going to leave copies of search warrants.
Okay.
Thank you. So I'll leave them
I
here.
love this part from Karen.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck. You'll need it. If that doesn't tell you when you're down the facing, you know, and I'm not going to say when we're facing fear, because I don't think that she fears them. She's telling them, I don't fear you at that point, but good luck. You're going to need it. That needs to be like, that should be her slogan now on her new channel. Like get some t-shirts made with Tully's face on it. Good luck. You're going to need it. All right. Let me go around to the panel. And it's fine. I haven't asked anybody about this. We haven't talked about it. You don't have to agree with my opinion. I'll give you mine. I don't think that the CUNT word was. I think Tully asked, will it connect? That's my opinion. I'll go around the panel. Again, I don't care if you agree, you don't agree. Go ahead. Nan Gallagher, what do you think? Do you think Tully said the C word?
I don't think he said the C word. I think he said either it won't connect or will it connect? So the word connect is what I heard. But in addition to that, just from a pragmatic standpoint, the woman was 10 feet from him. As much of a jerk as my opinion is, he is. I don't think he would have said that word with her in earshot.
And Alan Jackson being right there on the phone and Bill literally standing next to him. That's my evidence. Go ahead, DJ. What do you think?
I have to agree. Yeah, with I didn't hear that word, and with Bill Reed standing right in front of him, I don't think that he would have said that. That's kind of like a stupidity thing, not even a cavalier kind of. Yeah.
Bia, go ahead. What do you think?
I also don't think that he used that word. I think as shady as they are, I think in that moment they were acting in a professional manner. And I don't think that they would say it with her attorney, her father. I just don't hear it.
It's funny that you say in that moment they're acting like a professional, and I'm going to tell you why. So if we go back and look, before Alan Jackson and her dad was there with Alan on the phone, look how they were acting.
Exactly.
But everything changed the minute her dad showed up and said, I'm letting you know we're on an open line, and Alan Jackson, her attorney, is on the phone. And look how they changed. And you can see it. If you guys go back to the video and watch, Tully completely changes at that very moment.
And that's exactly why she didn't allow them in the house, and she called her father because she didn't trust them to be in her home and that they wouldn't treat her a different way. So that's exactly why her father was present.
They would have thugged her around in that house and pushed her up against the wall and said, where are the phones, damn it? And they would have started tossing that house because they were getting ready to, oh, you don't want us to make forced entry. That's what that is the intention they went there on. That's exactly what they were going to do. Go ahead.
I would also add here that there was pending criminal charges against her. In practicality, what typically will happen when there's a supplemental search warrant being served, you give it to her lawyers, and her lawyers will procure the material, the items, and provide it. Or there is some type of scheduled opportunity for the additional items to be turned over. Unless there is a proven or reasonable argument to be made to a judge that she's going to destroy evidence. And I don't see that there's been anyone asserting that position here. They wanted phones. They could have given the warrant to her lawyers and the phones would have been provided. All of this pomp and circumstance and the overreach in bombarding the property and looking in the windows, which I don't even think that they were appropriately doing that. None of this should have been done.
Yeah. No, I agree. I super agree.